Live at 8. Let's see what we hate. It is time for offer review. And first things first, to get us started, Beta Ray Bill came into the game yesterday to a lot of fanfare, being that he is one of the most popular characters in the Marvel Universe. He's not the most popular by any stretch of the imagination, but he's got a huge fan base out there. And he was about to be released as one of the most underwhelming characters to ever be released. He was going to be a trash character outside of raids and very replaceable inside of raids. His stats are super subpar. Not super subpar. They're slightly underwhelming for the character itself. But his kit was just flat out abysmal. There was a significant pre-work, because, it can't be a rework because the character wasn't released yet. There was a significant pre-work to his kit that made him a very, very good character, both in and out of raids. As far as the out of raids part, obviously, he's going to have significant play on defense in war with Hero as Guardian, as well as I'm sure that we will find other amazing uses for him in Crucible and possibly other raid style events and whatnot. But obviously in raids, he's no longer a character that you can sub out. I mean, he is absolutely spectacular. His massive, it's just under 1,200% damage to all characters that his ult does. And that's sort of on the low end. It is just built massively. On top of that, his special, which has a stun built into it and hits AoE, hits adjacent characters. And then his basic, which hits a row of characters as well. So he's got a really, really spectacular kit. Again, his stats are a little bit less than desired, but overall, a remarkable character. And to make matters even better, this is the first character release in a while that hasn't seemed to be bugged. So, bravo again. I wish the stats were a little more, but with the kit itself, I'm still overall in a pretty positive light with this with this character. Now, heading on over to Reddit. First things first, we've got 0 Kid Loki shards. I opened 4 receiver orbs, not a single Kid Loki drop. Amazing event when you don't even get the character shards featured in the event. Anyone else experiencing this? Not me. I've had the most ridiculous success with these orbs of any event I've ever participated in with this game. I can't speak for everyone, but those that I've spoken to have also seemed to be getting relatively solid drops with this character. Now, obviously, any event that involves orbs dropping a character is always going to have some RNG to it. But I'm currently sitting at approximately 400 shards from this event. I'm not through the events. I haven't been buying these orbs. But I've been just absolutely astonished with the rate of drops and the character drops. I've nearly maxed the character out, and I had him less than six stars after his initial offers. So I can't relate to this. I'm sure there's someone that can, but not me. This event for Teen Loki has actually been great. I mean, unfortunately, he's not very good. But anywho. Moving on. Next up, get another Red Star Orbs, our trash thread. Just opened 29 total orbs for Beta Ray. 15 Elite 4s, nothing. 5 Elite 5s, nothing. 6 Elite 6s, nothing. And then opened 3 7s and still didn't get anything. Okay. I am 100% on board with this thread. I am a big supporter of a pity system when it comes to red stars and when it comes to other orbs, like premium orbs, for example, or mega orbs, so that you've got a guaranteed pull of something that you need, and it's not just always getting dupes. So basically something along the lines of for every 10 orbs or 20 orbs or whatever, and then you put a tracker on it, which can be put in game so you can know where you are so that you could potentially save that for a character you really want to open it on. And you put the pity system in each particular orb. So it's not like all Elite 4s, 5s, 6s, and 7s share one pity system. They all have their own independent pity system. And it is virtually every other mobile game uses this tactic. I've been a proponent of it for the entirety that I've been playing this game, and I can't wrap my head around not being able to get the featured character in the orbs when those characters come out, especially if you're opening dozens or I've seen people open hundreds of orbs and not get the featured character, and supposedly there's a 15% drop rate. Just saying. This is something that really needs to be changed, and it needed to be changed 2 years ago. That it's still going on is ridiculous. And then last up, why are there still war zones? Voting it up because I agree with Mobile Gamer. I don't like voting down anything. This in particular, though, why are there still war zones? Well, I'll tell you why. International alliances still play this game. There are still alliances that are wholly international, and time zones aren't a one-size-fits-all answer. And while, yes, there is an efficiency base of war now, there is still an advantage to finishing first, even if it is only 1 point. While I have not seen a tie since the new war rules were implemented, I have seen ties before in war. And the last thing you want to do is lose because you tied and you didn't finish first when your time zone was directly impacted by this. That's a significant reason. Additionally, if they were to merge all war zones, there's a significant issue with ELO. As far as the alliances at the very top, like, do those alliances want to just play themselves over and over and over again? Because that's not particularly fun. I'm not saying I want to do a 500 million TCP punchdown into another alliance. But at the same time, just playing the same people and over, there's only so much beating your head against the wall that you can do and still enjoy what you're doing. On top of that, in order for this to work, the only way to make it work is to eliminate that ELO or expand it dramatically, which means there is a real chance that you will do a 500 mil punch up or punch down. And do you really want to be that alliance that's doing that 500 mil punch down or punch up? That's going to feel just as bad as the ones that are punching down, not particularly having a good time at war. There's a lot wrong with war, and there's a lot that needs to be fixed and straightened out. But combining all the war zones doesn't do it. It just doesn't. I've got dozens of reasons why this won't work without significant change and significant upgrade to how wars work. Are wars perfect? No. With the current base knowledge, without a complete revamp of the entire war process, there's no way to combine all of the zones. There's just not. It's not feasible. Everything about war would have to change. And then, are you going to be able to keep the people that are vested, spending money? Are you going to be able to keep them interested in those changes? Not saying that everything about the game has to do with one particular subsect of people, subsect of customers, but at the same time, you don't want to cut off your nose to spite your face. No successful business is successful without income. So, be careful what you ask for. Be careful what you ask for. Anywho, moving along to offer review. Son of a bitch. User error. I just turned off Marvel Strike Force. All right. Please hold for a word from our sponsor. Taco Shooter here live with an exciting offer to bring to you from Squatty Potty. Squatty Potty, it's the best. Prop your feet up and poop like you were made to. All right, on to offer review. First things first, we've got Time Heist. Time Heist, you know, if you're new into playing the game or looking to catch up, there's a lot of catch-up mechanics in here. A lot of gold, a lot of training mats, a lot of stuff, and there's a whole bunch of them. And so they'll get you caught up to an extent. Next up, we've got Daily Duel Remarkable Red Stars. Well, one of them is remarkable. 100. So typically they sell 40 gold promo credits for $35. And I particularly value 20. Hold on. Yeah. $20 for 20 gold promo credits. Is that right? Yes. Yes. Yeah, $20, $5, or $20, 20 shards for $20. That's where I'm valuing this at. Now with that excuse me. With that being said, this is a significantly good value. Is this as good of the value as they gave us a couple months ago when they gave us the greatest offer in the history of Marvel Strike Force for $15 or $20? You get like 4 years of gold promo credits? Absolutely not. But from a just base valuation standpoint, this is a very good deal because there's a lot of people that weren't around for that offer. You know, new players or maybe taking time off, whatever. Next up, we've got Beta Ray Bill himself. There's a few Beta Ray Bill offers. Beta Ray Bill's really dope character. I personally am more of a fan of a combination of shards and orbs. I don't like just the straight up shards for an offer. I'm not a fan of it. The gold offers that they've put in these new character releases basically hit the base valuation of what both Mobile Gamer and myself put on what gold orbs are. Again, base. But with the gold orbs, you at least have a chance to get more, a decent chance to get more. So I don't like these offers anymore. I don't get them anymore. That being said, 800 training mats for $30 is not trash. That's actually really good. Also, I am I am more of a fan of this particular offer because new character releases you could only get the elite the T4s, but you didn't, or you could get, there was another offer that had T3s, but there's nothing for 1s and 2s. And if you're an early game player, you may not have, a billion of this stuff. And the last thing you want to do is just core these. Like that doesn't feel good either. The rest of this stuff is just more of the new character bullshit. Unlock special Red Star Rush. This is actually a pretty solid offer. I have lowered my value of the Red Star orbs to $1.50 a piece. That being said, this is 10 orbs. That's $15 just in Red Star orbs right here. So this right here is the value. And then on top of that, you get 2 Elite 5s and 3 Elite 4s. Elite 4s I value at $10. Elite 5s I value at $20. So this is, $40 value. This is another $30 value on top of this. Pretty significant. I think this is a wonderful offer, and I'll likely be adding to it. Here are those Mischief orbs, the ones for the Loki event. The orbs themselves are not as good as they're I don't know. I think they don't have the top end that the character release offers have, but they have a much higher middle, at least in my opinion. That's been my experience with them. I know for a fact other people haven't, because we just saw on Reddit where somebody was upset that they're not getting anything from them. But overall, these orbs are pretty solid. I'm not buying them because he's not very good. He's decent in raids and useless outside. Here we go. I absolutely despise these offers. This is one of I hate anytime an offer is based around an event, advancing in the event, as opposed to orbs or something that you can do to advance in an event. I hate it. I don't give a shit I don't know if it's good. I don't know if it's bad. I'm not going to do the math. I don't give a shit. It's just trash. 5 to 7 red star draft for Darkhold, $24.99. But again, you only get one. If this was for the whole team, do you even use, where are you using Scarlet Witch? Hell, where are you using all of Darkhold with the exception of Morgan? Crucible? War defense? Offensively, team's just not being used. So this is pretty average for the price. For the price point and the characters, but it's sort of a day late, dollar short. Here is that other offer we were telling you about. Offer up at the top is significantly better than either or. I hate these offers. $35 for 50 shards, $5 for 50 shards. That's your valuation once the character's been out for a little bit. Mega orbs are trash. This is all trash. And down at the bottom, I can't showcase it to you, but excuse me. But there is a 1,000 raid credit offer for 1,000 points towards the Loki event. Sure, fine. That's whatever. Anywho, that's it. That's it for offer review. Thank you so much. I hope everybody enjoyed this offer review. If you have waited around to the end, I am excited to announce that we do have a very, very special giveaway for you. Be sure to like and subscribe, and be sure to share this video, and you too will get an 8 red star Dr. Taco Shooter Fartness. Not fully maxed out. He's only level 69, power level 69. Hero City, Blaster, Ripper, Bleached Hole, Proud Papa, Pull My Finger, Backdraft. Did I say Blaster? Anywho, this is not a scam. Be sure to like and subscribe. Later, bitches.